coming to play with us. We have a great show in store for you. We have stand-up
and sketches
and improv based on all of your suggestions made up right on the spot.
But first, let's have Comedy Question Mark join us on stage.
Can we get a suggestion of a word? A spooky word like cat,
Abominable.
witch,
Scalpel. Abominable.
Skeleton.
scalpel.
And we're going to need your help to fill in the blanks.
Let's get started.
I'm a doctor, I use a
Scalpel.
It's a long tube with cows. I think it's a cow horn. Can we get a new word that's easy to rhyme?
Shoe.
Shoe.
I went to the store and I bought a
Shoe.
I'm a great big cow and I love to
I'm a bird with feathers like this. I'm a cockatoo. When I'm sad, I feel really blue.
I'm an anus. I go. I'm a ghost. I like to say.
When I eat, I have to
Chew.
New word.
really know new word.
Blood.
Blood.
I'm a human being. I use blood. New word, please. Any easy to rhyme with word, like tin or book or blood. Boat. Boat. I live in a castle with a drawbridge and a
Moat. It's really cold outside. I better grab my coat. I can't really swim. Luckily, I can float.
I milk it. It's not a cow. It's a
Goat.
I'm really rich. I have a yacht. It's a
Boat.
New word!
Hat.
Hat!
Hat.
I'm Count Dracula, and I can also turn into a
Bat. I have a pet. It's not a dog. It's a cat. I got into a fight. It was a bat. New word, please.
beer.
Beer.
On Halloween, I experienced fear.
Shoe. Shoe.
I want to be included. You should know. Hey, new word, please. Orange.
Here comes word.
Orange.
You can excuse me.
All right, do it.
Come on, you buddy. Can we get a new word? Something that's not orange or purple. Light.
Life. It's a cereal and a game. It's my
Life.
He took the bones to man. It was a graveyard smash. It got all the fire. He took the ones to
Love that song. All right, you guys, for our next piece, we're going to find Kendra here a date.
Yay!
These are her eligible bachelors, Sydney, Sarah, and Michael. However, they're not going to be Sydney, Sarah, and Michael. They're going to be
Bane.
Freddy Krueger. Here were the options I just heard. Richard Nixon again. Bane. And as I already said out loud, Freddy Krueger. So
Candyman.
the Candyman. The Joker.
Sauron.
Chucky.
Michael.
The Bride.
Chucky. You're into Chucky? Is that because it's one you want? You want to be Chucky? Well, I heard Candyman. We'll do the Joker. I know it's not your most traditional, but we'll do Joker. Cool? You can't get the one you want. Alright? You got that.
Cool.
You got that. Alright, guys. I just really wanted Kendra to be out there as long as possible. So let's go ahead and bring her back. Thank you guys for buying for my cart, as everyone does. So I'm really looking forward to getting to know each and every one of you and hopefully finding my true love. So to start off, contestant number 1. If you could take me on a first date, where would you take me?
Well, you know, I'd probably take you out to a big field, lots of carrots, so we can munch on them.
That's great. I love the nature. Contestant number 2. If you could take me on a first date, where would you take me?
I practice this answer in the mirror. Okay. Hello, everyone. How are you? I'm fine. I would take you to a nice fall dinner table with pumpkin pie.
That sounds lovely.
Thank you. You look pretty.
Thank you. That sounds like a cornucopia of fun. Contestant number 3. If you were going to take me on a first date, where would you take me?
Well, I'll probably take you somewhere fancy,
Hi.
where we could dance.
Ooh.
That's all I got.
Sounds like fun. Contestant number 2. If you were going to meet my parents and you wanted to impress them, what would you wear to impress them?
Well, I would just wear the fuzziest thing so they would think I felt really
That's sweet. Contestant number 2. What would you wear?
Well, I just wear the finest corns and squashes, and my hands are getting really sweaty, and the lights are really bright. Just really lovely fall vegetables inside of me. It's really amazing.
Okay. Contestant number 3. What would you wear to meet my parents?
Probably my cheap little suit makeup. Yep.
Cheap what?
Purple suit.
Oh, okay.
Or some makeup. I'll still a little bit yours.
If you could, number 1, if you could describe yourself as any kind of lip balm, what would you be and why?
Well, I guess candy flavored, because there's this one day where they really like me and they have lots of candy and eggs. Maybe egg flavored.
Sounds like a hop in time. Contestant number 2. If you could describe yourself as any kind of music, what would you be and why?
Something festive, I guess. Can I just stay this way for the rest of the...
Whatever you want. I'm here to get to know you and I want you to be comfortable. Contestant number 3. If you could describe yourself as a season of the year, what would you be and why?
You know, I had a wife once. Or twice, depending on who you ask.
Okay.
She was pretty. Kind of like you.
So you're tight. That's good. I think I have a follow-up question for contestant number 3. if you were going to, I don't know, maybe be a kind of music, what kind of music would you be and why?
Probably really intense music. Bum. Ba-da-dum. Bum. Bum. Bum, bum, bum.
Okay, I think I made my choice. Contestant number 1, I'm really sorry, but I've just heard a lot of rumors about your mating habits, and I just wanted to work out. Sorry. And contestant number 3, I don't watch a lot of scary movies and feel that I may be missing out on you, so I don't think I can choose you because I can't quite figure out, I feel like I don't know you.
Well, no, I got these scars.
Oh, you're a joker. We're not gonna work out, darling. But contestant number 2, I would love to help you with your stage fright cornucopia on a Thanksgiving table.
Oh, Larry, the petunias are coming in awful nice. Say, Larry, you seem a little nervous. I heard your goat. You what?
Alrighty, guys. Up next, we have a super funny dude. He'll be sure to hit your funny bone because he's our very own doctor of comedy, Matt Main.
Hey guys, I have my next sketch has a blazer involved. I was backstage just now. That's why I'm a little frazzled. You start getting big ego in your comedy. I was like this because she was supposed to be introducing me, and I forgot that her twin was back there. Like, really. Anyway, take this up. Well, I decided. So blazers are nice because lazy people can use them. You can get them for this one. I got $10 at Savers, and when you're wearing a blazer, you're allowed to say words like fiasco. You're allowed to be on the phone and be like, this is a fiasco. Damn. But like, if you're not wearing a blazer, people are like, what's this guy's problem? I should probably take it off. Or if you're going to be late to places, actually. When I was undergrad in college, I remember a guy came in late once to this class that the professor would like stop his class if he came in late. But this guy came in and the professor didn't stop his class. And it was because he was wearing a tuxedo. And it's like, oh, I guess this guy's like, came from something important. I don't want to embarrass him and stop the class, but he just got married or something. So they need to make like a really quick to put on tuxedo for when you're like late in the morning to anything. Like you just be like, oh, just put on the tuxedo and walk in and they'll be like, oh no, I'm sorry, yeah, you can still get on the plane. Like what? Or just if you don't want somebody mad, like job interview. But tuxedos are kind of hard to keep not wrinkled, so I was trying to think of something else that would work. And it's kind of hard. I mean, it just needs to be something that like gives the idea that you came from something important, but that's portable. And I thought maybe a placenta. Hear me out. You were delivering a baby, and you're so frazzled that you still have a placenta in your hand, and if you're a nervous person, like me too, that explains why you're nervous. You're like, I'm normally not nervous. Like, I just delivered a baby, and I should probably put some ketchup on beforehand too. This is a fake placenta. Carrying real placentas around is illegal, I think. But you can eat them and bury them. But if your dog buries it up, that's illegal. Or unburies it, that's illegal. Because it's an organ. Just wanted to give a public service announcement about that. Anyway, words are weird. But I really like kids. Babies are, I like babies too, but they're kind of awkward sometimes because they can't talk. So you can't talk to them. And so, like, babies, like, it's weird that if you see a guy holding a baby with no pants, that's okay, but it's not okay. It depends. Like, babies are like an exception to the pants rule because they can't talk. So if you can't talk, you're allowed to not wear pants. But if you tell a guy you're allowed to hold a baby with no pants, you have to tell him also that it's the baby that's not allowed to wear pants. And I sound like a creep. I was driving the other day. I said I like kids. I was driving and I saw a guy holding a baby, and it was on Central, and I was like driving by Frontier, and he was holding the baby like this, and he wasn't crossing the street, and he looked homeless-y, like, I mean, I didn't know, I was like, what do I do in this type of situation? Like, I can't go up to him and be like, hey, do you have ID for that baby? Or like, oh yeah? What's the baby's middle name? And then look at the baby and be like, is that right? You know, 'cause they can't talk. So we need to fix this. And there's an election coming up. So I think we need to pass a law that if you're going to carry a baby around and look semi-shady, you need to wear a t-shirt with a picture of your baby on the printed huge on the back of it. Because that way, if someone wanted to kidnap a baby, I mean, it takes a long time to make a t-shirt. And then you also don't have to be a confrontational person to help babies, because you can just kind of like look and be like, that baby doesn't look like the shirt. Or like be like, he's not wearing a baby shirt, and be like, excuse me, sir, where's your baby shirt? I'm sorry, I'm going to take that baby in custody until you get your shirt. This is things I'm thinking about. But then I was thinking there'd be a problem, like, you see a guy like, holding a baby and he's got the shirt, so he's legit, but then a guy with a black eye and wearing no shirt is running behind me like, hey, hey, and trying to grab the baby from him, and he would totally stop the guy with the weird black eye and no shirt and be like, hey, stay away from that baby, this guy's wearing a shirt, and, you know, and that would become a problem, because, sorry, that didn't make sense. The guy took his shirt off and took his baby. Yeah, but I'm still thinking on these things, so I'll get back to you. Anyway, what does that say? Oh yeah, it's like, remind them that you love kids. I really like kids. Words. So, I remember, okay, fine. I'll tell this one. I take care of kids. My nephews that live in San Diego, there's 5 of them, and I sometimes have to babysit them, and it's weird with video games because it's not like in Mario where they get into fights over it and you just say, okay, you do a level, and then you do a level, and then you do a level. It's, everyone gets to play at the same time with the Wii, and that causes more fights because they're playing Kirby's Dream Land now. And I'm in the kitchen or wherever, and making sure they're not fighting, listening, and they start screaming and getting a fight, and they're 3 years old, 5 years old, and 7 years old. And it's like, Uncle Matt, Ethan won't suck me. Uncle Matt, Ethan won't suck me. And I come and be like, don't say that word, what are you? And in this game to get through, you're Kirby, you're this cloud, and you suck things, and so you can't get everyone past the gap in the game without sucking and swallowing someone, and then you float by, and then you all get to the other side. So the youngest was getting left behind. And after a while, I mean, I was getting really tired of these fights. I'd be like, Alex, you suck Ethan, or I will tell your mom. I'll call her. I remember. Her mom would tell him too. She'd be like, suck him. But actually, the first time I heard it, I said, don't say that word. And they're like, which word? And I'm like, suck. And they're like, why not? Because it's bad. Like, why? I'm like, crap, I'm getting so much. I'm like, never mind. Touche. I remember the first time I was with my douche of a friend. Sorry, I'm not that mean. He's okay. He admits he's a douche. He likes to tell people how to pronounce French words. And I had heard earlier that I'd heard a guy. This is a year and a half ago, or whenever. I don't know when Touche got here. But some guy was like, Touche, and like walked off. This might have been actually near here. And I saw him. I was like, that guy looks cool. And so next time I sit by my friend, I was like, Touche. And he was like, what'd you say? And I knew right away and used it wrong. So I was like, no, good day. And I decided to keep testing it out while I was with him. So people would be like, you have tacos? And I'd be like, touche. And then he'd look at me funny and I'd be like, wasn't it? Some guy'd be like, oh, I'm bummed out. I'm like, what's wrong? And he's like, dog died. I'd be like, ah, touche. That wasn't it. And one day my friend's finally like, you have no idea what that word means. And I was like, touche. And he's like, oh. I broke the curse. Anyway, he's still a total douche bag. Thank you very much.
Of an object, maybe something like an axe or jack-o'-lantern.
Machete.
A machete. And go.
Damn. This is a great machete. If I just keep rolling this carving stone over it, I'll make it nice and sharp.
Son of a bitch. That is so hot.
Yeah, I mean, you don't get this body without a nice machete.
I like the man that can use his axe.
This is a machete. But in my closet, I do have an axe.
Oh, I see. Take it to the side of me.
Son, are you done with my machete yet?
This is his machete. Crap.
I asked you to sharpen up my machete and give it right back to me. It's my machete. Hello, ma'am. This is my machete.
With your son.
I am too with this woman. My girlfriend.
So what exactly, miss? What exactly is it that attracted you to my son?
body. Anybody who holds it gets a good body.
No one is supposed to know that.
I would defend his honor.
Oh, will you? Yeah, just give me the machete, son. Just give.
No! Stay back, Dad. This is it.
Yeah, that's right. Now you're my fat, schlubby son. Yeah. Now I'm gonna continue to make fun of you now that I own the machete. Let me call your mom out here. She's gonna make fun of you with me. Skip. Hey, honey, your son is fat again. Please come out and see this.
I'm coming. How you got the machete out? Get it back. I want to be ambitious again.
Oh, and honey, did I introduce you to our son's new girlfriend?
Oh, she's so sweet. So what attracted you to my son?
Well, he has good height.
Yeah, that heart is full of mayonnaise.
It's pickles.
Oh, God, I can feel the mayonnaise coursing through my heart.
Maybe I should give you this machete to save your life. Here you go. Just kidding, you can't have it. I gotta have this hot blood for you, for my wife.
And scene.
Alrighty, guys. Up next, we have one of our very own founding members. She's been all over town telling her funny jokes. In fact, she won the 3rd Thursday comedy contest, so that's pretty awesome. Please put your hands together for the lovely Hannah Taylor.
So I actually never won 3rd Thursday's comedy contest, but I did come in 3rd, like a year ago. So I'm really glad that's still being used in my intro. So I was driving behind this car on the way over here that had a bumper sticker that said, "Never, never, never shake a baby." And I completely agree with that. Because I prefer my baby stirred. Not shaking it. I was actually babysitting the other day for this little girl who just learned the alphabet. And so she was reciting it for me. And she was like, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, minnow, P. Like, what is El Minnow? Those are not letters. That's a Spanish fish. So I was talking to a guy recently who's waiting for marriage, which I am morally opposed to. Okay, maybe not morally, but definitely vaginally. He asked me if I was a virgin, and I was like, what is the nicest, most ladylike way for me to answer that question? So I was like, that ship has kind of sailed for me. And it took my virginity with it. I once had a guy tell me that his favorite sex position was the stop, drop, and roll. It turns out that really does put out the fire. I have 3 tattoos. And when I got the first one, my mom told me she would have rather I'd gotten pregnant. I guess a tattoo is easier to have removed. My sister only has 1 tattoo, but I was almost an aunt twice. So it kind of evens out. It does. So I went to the gynecologist a couple weeks ago, and it was really awkward because she kept trying to make small talk with me like the entire time. And all I have to say about that is, the only time it's acceptable for you to ask me what my major is while you're staring at my vagina is if you're about to put your penis in it. That's like a first date.
This class is designed to teach you how to become a superhero using the power of birds. Lewis, please lead the class in the bird fanfare.
Oh, glorious bird, thou art in the skies because of wings. I take my face and place it in your feathered bosom, and crack thou eggs when hunger stings. Oh, glorious bird!
Very well done, class.
Would you like us to break and practice on our own, Master?
Yes, please.
Master,
Lewis, excellent fanfare today.
Master, I'm leaving the class.
What? Lewis, you're one of my best students.
I know. I thought there'd be more to the class, and I thought the powers we received would be able to actually, help people.
Lewis, you should be proud of the powers you have learned. You've practically mastered the clock of doom. Look at Jeremy. He's been here 4 years and hasn't even learned the clock of chicken.
See, this is part of the problem. All of the other students are idiots, and the powers have no practical applications. I was trying to help my grandma chop down a tree the other day, right? I tried using the whirl-o-pex to help her. I just ended up repeatedly banging my head up against the tree. And I think I may have actually killed my grandma. I still can't find her.
You better watch what you say, mister.
No. And I'm not trying to be mean when I say this. Please believe that. But the Clock of Doom is just laying an egg on your assailant's face while reciting the creed of chicken.
If you are a bird, you must fly. If not, you must die.
See, that's another thing. The creed of chicken is just...
If you are a bird, you must fly. If not, you must die.
Okay, see? I just really don't get what I'm supposed to be learning from this. And now I'm making you cry. I'm sorry.
Oh!
Look, I'm transferring to the Space Vortex Academy, alright? From what I've heard, over there, I get a free space blaster on my first day and a free pair of echo boots. Those things I can use to actually help people.
God, why?
Okay, I'm leaving now.
Later at the Space Vortex Academy.
Welcome to the Space Vortex Academy. Your class is directly through the door.
Okay. Thank you.
Oh, look, the new guy's here. You better sit down. Instructor Punch will be here soon.
Yeah.
Okay. I hope you've all been practicing the crotch of wisdom.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Alright, for our next stand-up comedian, he's our guest tonight. He's 1/3 of Young, Dumb, and Full of Comedy, and he also hosts a weekly stand-up on Tuesdays. Please welcome AJ Martinez!
Hey, what's up? How you guys doing? I brought my notes on stage. I'm sorry, I'm cramming for a final. Is that cool? I remember in college, and you bring your notes everywhere when you know you're gonna fail a test. Like, you can blow me, but I gotta look at my hand. I was watching TV. I was watching Breaking Bad, and TV's getting crazy now. Like, it's so intense. I was watching Breaking Bad and Sons of Anarchy, and I'm like, fuck, shit's different now, you know? I was playing Cops and Robbers with my nephew. He's 4 years old, and with his game, it's called Cops and Robbers. And I captured him, and I put him in jail. And I'm like, all right, can't get out. And he was like, can't nobody keep me in. I'm hooked. They got that glass grain shit now, man. I can't get away. It's blue. I'm like, whoa, dude, relax. I'll put you in county for a couple hours, all right? He's like, you really want to fuck with Hillside 13, man? I'm like, whoa. Okay. I was leaving my wife's house. I say my wife's house, and I make all the goddamn money. I was taking a piss with my wife's cock the other day, and I asked her, no. I left the house, and I just said, bye, to my wife. And my wife said, bye. I walked out, and I said, you know what? I should say I love you. Because I never say I love you, and this could be the last time I ever see her, and I want that to be the last thing I say. So I just turned around, I popped inside, and my wife got startled. She went like, what the hell? And I was really like off-put that she reacted to seeing me like that. So I just went, fuck you, and I left. I got in my car and I drove away. Some couples have like inside jokes when they're together. My wife and I have our own like inside language. Yeah, it's just like English, but every sentence starts with, oh, fucking, you know what? The rest sounds a lot like loud English. A lot of, I'm taking your kid away from you, asshole. The rest is like English. You guys are a pretty tame crowd, huh? Jesus. All right, cool. You guys are definitely not wasted. That's what's wrong right now. You guys ever seen those Orkin Man commercials where there's like a giant cockroach in the community that's like terrorizing everybody, and it like drives a lowrider or some shit? And it's like, there was one where like it jumps in a hot tub with like a couple. What is that? How mad at insects do you have to be to write a commercial like that? I feel violated. I'm sick of it. I'm tired of this. We're calling the Orkin Man. I like the new one where this guy walks out into his driveway with a flashlight, and he goes up to a truck and he sees that there's this huge cockroach in it, and then his daughter lifts her head up like that. He's like, "Oh, Jesus Christ! We're calling the Orkin Man. I'm sick of this shit." The daughter's like, "But Daddy, I love him." I was driving down Lead. There's a street called Lead. I wasn't driving down a pencil or anything. And I saw this billboard, and it says, unwanted sex equals sexual assault. And underneath it, it says, don't be that guy. That guy. Is that the best we could come up with for rapist? Don't be that guy. That guy is like the dude who takes the last slice of pizza. Or somebody who does too many Jaeger bombs at a party. That's totally being that guy. Not a rapist. Just walk into a parking garage, some guy's attacking a woman, you just run up to him and go, "Party foul, dude! Oh, you're totally being that guy!" Oh, that's going on Instagram. Fuck no, I can't help you. I can't help you. I'm sorry, that's really fucked up. I'm sorry. That's, party foul. Alright. Just put that on Twitter later, whatever you guys use. I don't know. All right, I'm AJ Martinez. Have a good night.
You each have a box of costumes.
And a minute to put them on.
The audience will decide who has the best costume at the end of the minute.
And the winner gets a prize.
A lovely prize! We could get a minute from Bruce. So I'll check that out. Alright, here's your box.
room with me. I don't feel like this.
Well, hiya! Hey, how's it going? Hi. How about that costume contest? Dude, you look like a witch who was gonna flash somebody. Alright, you guys, so the way that Kendra, me, and Sarah are standing on stage right now, we are 3 parts of a diamond. And continuing with our theme of audience involvement, we need a 4th member to be the 4th point on our diamond. Does anybody want to come up here and be part of that diamond? Yeah, especially if you like to dance. Oh, shoot! What's your name? Jess. Hi, Jess. I'm Sarah. Nice to meet you. Hi. So go ahead and stand right here. Okay. You are not going to move from this point with your feet necessarily, all right? But what you've just entered into is the dance diamond. So what's going to happen is we're going to start some music, and whenever you start dancing, we're going to copy exactly your moves. We're your backup dancers until you decide, you know what, this is too much power. I can't take it. Then you can rotate this way, and then Sarah will take over, and we'll be her backup dancers. Then she'll rotate, and then I'll take over, and then rotate one more time. Kendra will take over, and we'll just keep on going as we're feeling it. All right? Does that sound good? You don't have to move from where you're at because we got to stay in the diamond. Otherwise, it gets crazy. You got it. All right. Okay. Hit it, Bruce.
So I turn around and walk without the slide.
Welcome to this third assembly of the Council of Men. As you know, the Council of Men has decided the standards that humanity has had to live by for many, many years. And today, we've come to decide, once again, the standard of the woman. The woman is the ultimate standard that every woman, every female should have to emulate in order to be successful as a woman. As you know, we did a good job with Cave Woman lasting millions upon millions of years before it became too aggressive on the standard. Which led to us concluding that this should be the standard that every woman should emulate. Until men began to emulate it a little too well. So, here we are again. And to get us started, I've got a few ideas for the new woman. First,
she's a little too aggressive for me. Like, I don't want a girl that could beat me up. I mean, that's just demeaning.
yeah, and she's a thief. The last thing we need is a gold digger stuff. Okay, well, here, I got another idea.
No, I don't want a woman with brains. I don't want a woman with looks and brains. You know what I'm saying?
Still alive. Okay, fine. Well, what do you guys think we should have, huh? You're so bright.
I have a suggestion.
Okay.
She should have like a commanding presence, you know? Like when she talks, like I don't want to have to look up, you know? I just know it's her, you know?
Yeah, right.
I know who's talking, okay.
Yeah, she needs to know when a man is feeling down, you know? When I'm down in the dumps, I want him to be there for me, you know? Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Have like a sixth sense.
Yeah, like a sixth sense.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I see. Okay, yeah.
You gotta be able to ride hard, you know, and be unbreakable, you know, like yippee-ki-yay, you know?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, wait. Alright, you guys want this?
Yeah. That, but with boobs.
can't do that. I can't do it. Can't commit to that, you guys. Can't commit to that bit. Oh gosh, that was a workout. That dancing thing. I have not moved that much since I've not moved that much since like ever. I don't work out. I don't. My cholesterol is high. It's stressful. The other day, it was my friend's birthday, and I'm like really thoughtful. So I was wrapping his present in my car, and I put too much tissue paper in the thingy, and like it was already crinkled, and I'm unemployed, so that's just expensive. So I like took it out gently as not to rip it, and I put it in my glove box. So now every time I get pulled over, it's like, surprise, officer! I didn't get you much this year. Just an unregistered license plate and no insurance card. Who wants to play pin the tail on the drunk girl? That's me. Let's do some shots. No. That's where I draw the line. That's frightening. Doing a shot with an officer? I don't know about that. I don't know what kind of lifestyle I would have to have. Anyway. Oh gosh. I'm still catching my breath. You guys know how when you drop a baby, they're usually fine. Anybody relate to that? Anybody? I mean, like, unless you drop them off a cliff, and at the bottom of the cliff, it's like sadness, and like hypodermic needles that have been used, or like bullets. Like, they're probably gonna be harmed then. Because the needles will poke through them, and the bullets will go in those holes, and the sadness will just be... Didn't need to explain that one, but I did. You're welcome. But you guys know why, like, babies don't really get hurt, like they just sort of bounce? Is because their bones aren't like real bones yet. They have just, huh? What did you say?
Majority of their bone structure is still cartilage.
Exactly, it's still nerve. They have nerve in their bones. So they just bounce around the town with their nerf bones and their silly putty glue that holds it all together. Probably a sticker. It's awesome. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Anytime.
Wonderful. Science, everybody. Science. And so I've always been really, really, really clumsy, but I don't really bruise easily. I'm not like a plum. Not a plum. Sarah Maurer, not a plum. Wonderful. What?
Or a banana.
Or a banana. Neither. But I like you. You're fun. This is helpful. We can go on the road. Let's take this on the road, sir. You'll be like the guy who shouts things but isn't a heckler. You're a nice person. Anyway, joke. Back to the joke. I don't bruise easily, but my theory is like my bones aren't real. Haven't de-nerfified. My bones are still partly nerf. Science, everybody. Science. Awesome. More about my science of my body. My mom told me the other day that cervical cancer runs in my family, which is sad, boo. But then I was thinking, like, if I'm gay, do I really need my cervix? Do I? And then so I got a second opinion. I went to the doctor, and my doctor was like, Sarah, your cervix is like a little donut that holds everything together. And I was like, do not call any part of me a donut. You went to school for a number of years to have some degree and touch my body. This is weird. This is really awkward. Like, what's next? Like, are you going to be like, I'm going to remove your breadbasket or the ice cream? I mean, lady, I know I could lose a few pounds, but like, or like the ice cream in my head that makes brain freezes. I'm not a game of operation, I'm a human. That's what I'm trying to say. I'm a human. Even with my nerve parts and my breadbasket and my not exercising body. You're learning a lot about me, audience. You are. Yes, wonderful. But it's awkward going to the doctor. Who likes going to the doctor by round of applause? Oh, nobody. Nobody likes it. It's terrible. It sucks because it's like if you're a woman who likes ladies, at every stop, it's like getting into a castle. Like, you have to get into a castle to get healthcare. And it's like, at the fucking receptionist station, they're like, hey, are you on birth control? Do you use abstinence? I'm like, ladies, I use the ladies. And then I'm in the nurse's station, and they're like, birth control, abstinence? I'm like, ladies, and they're like, so when was the last time you had heterosexual sex? And I was like, 3 years ago. And she was like, safe to say you're not pregnant? You went to school for a number of years to fucking tell me I'm not pregnant. Thank you. I came in for my knee. Like, I don't... Thank you. I'm not pregnant. My knee. Like, I'm not having a baby out there. And then I get to the doctor, and they're like, birth control, abstinence, heterosexual sex. And then they're like, hear me out. Is there any way you could have been raped in the middle of the night? She's suggesting someone climbed through my window and raped me in the middle of the night. Wonderful. And I'm like, first of all, I have a loft bed. Second of all, the only way me and my girlfriend can get up there is by singing the Indiana Jones theme song, because it's an adventure. And third of all, like, I don't get blackout drunk that often. Like, I know the amount of penises near my vagina at any given time. The number is fucking 0. The number is 0. Thank you guys very much.
Alright, for our next improvised piece, we are going to play a game. So I'm going to need some suggestions from you guys. I'm going to steal this chair. If I could get some genres of film, TV, or theater, or books.
Silent movie.
Sci-fi. Silent movie, sci-fi.
Children. One Who Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest.
Sci-fi, children.
Musical theater.
Musical. Alright, what? A few more.
Comedy.
Beautiful.
Noir.
Awesome. One more.
Sex movie.
Alright. Porno. So, if I could just get one more thing from you guys. If I could get a relationship like vampire and victim, or brother and sister, that'd be great.
Hetero life partners.
Hetero life partners. And go.
I think we should break up, John.
Liam, you always, no matter what situation we're in, you freak out, even though everything's okay. And that's what I'm here for. Calm you down.
I feel like things haven't been okay for a while, John, and this goddamn cruise ship we're on hasn't been making me happier. It's just been making things worse.
Look, we told them we were married for the special.
I know.
But we're not married, so grow a pair.
Freeze. Now if you guys could continue this as a silent film. Freeze. Now if I could get you guys to maybe continue as if this was a children's movie.
Hey kids, this is a puppy. Now this puppy came all the way here from the puppy home for sick puppies and sad puppies.
In South America, Sur America. Repite, por favor.
It's muy importante.
Freeze! We're going to continue as if it's a sci-fi.
God, get away from the puppy! Oh my, It's mutating. My God. It looks like it's becoming a woman.
Freeze! Let's continue as a porno.
She used to be an A cup, now she's a B cup. But then it looks like now she's a C cup. Last time was a B cup. It's like she's mutated or something.
Pizza's here. I'll get that.
Now we're going to continue as a film noir.
beloved left this marriage a long time ago. I tried to tell it to John that night on the cruise ship. Dumb bastard didn't want to listen. That's when things went a whole lot worse. Johnny boy, that puppy's been dead for hours now.
It's alive. I know it's alive deep down inside.
Johnny, baby, you can't use that as a surrogate for our love. It's dead like our love is, Johnny.
No, our love is alive.
Freeze. For our final genre, we will finish this as a musical.
Oh, this puppy! I think it's dead. Oh, it's not dead.
It's alive in our hearts.
No, its heart is alive. Why? We've been living together all these years. This heterosexual life.
Too many tears. Give me the puppy, John. It's fucking dead. I'm tossing it out the window.
No, it's a symbol of the fact. That's the day that we bought this puppy, and they said, oh, you must be gay. That was 15 years ago.
How the time passes.
How it passes. When it was okay to say, you must be gay.
But that's okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, here to wow you, an act I've never seen before but have heard a lot about from the Sarahs, the Pie Guys! Hello, everybody!
Hello, everybody!
Wait a second. Where are the pies?
We have whipped cream.
Okay, but more importantly, where are the guys?
We have mustaches.
Alright, so you're the sort of guys with sort of pies.
Sorta.
Sorta?
Just let's do a thing.
Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, the sort of pie sort of guys.
Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. We are the sort of pie, sort of guys, and we have talent brimming to the tip top of our heads. Anyway! Tonight, we are going to perform for you a talent, a feat, rarely seen outside of YouTube. Before we begin, Sarah Mallory, did you take your lactose intolerance pill?
Yes.
Excellent! Bruce!
Yes?
Let's go on back to track 11 on the CD and play that song again.
Okay.
Let's bring it down. Let's bring it down a little bit. Not that much, but up a little bit more, Bruce. Okay, alright, ready?
Listening to us. What will they do if they know about the snow cone?
Why did we even talk about the snow cone?
Didn't you once say you wouldn't talk about the snow cone? Did you not?
Were we not supposed to talk about it?
If I say weren't, would that make you in the wrong?
How else are we supposed to plan for it?
Did you ever consider planning yourself?